It's been a long time since I've recorded any type of video on the channel, and I know a lot of people are probably not even subscribed or or watching, but maybe this content finds things interesting to them as kind of it's been just a really hectic year with a lot of things happening. Obviously, still enjoying the Tesla, still enjoying living the EV life, but it's been a while since we've had a chance to chat. And I'm a little on edge about our current situation. And I thought, what better way than to use the platform that has been afforded to me by creating this channel and gathering a small group of followers that may be able to either ease my mind or help me out in my current mental state because I am on edge for a number of reasons. We are actually on vacation this week, and we are down here in Orlando, Florida. This is typically where we vacation. While we were down here, we obviously knew that something in the Gulf was brewing at that specific moment in time. And we weren't quite sure, if it hit Orlando, when would it hit? We'd probably be out of here by then. In a real interesting situation, right? It's kind of blown, I think, a little bit out of proportion now because of how fast it's grown in strength and what it might do when it hits the west coast of Florida. So we obviously, being inland, probably aren't going to feel as much of an impact, although we will feel an impact. We've been caught a little off guard, and because of the number of videos you see or the number of doom scrolling tweets and threads that you might stumble upon, you really have a sense of just this could be really bad, or is this all just kind of clickbait and fear monger, and can we get people to kind of move based off of traffic that we're driving because of the tweets and threads and things that we're putting out? So you never really know what to believe. Although I am currently sitting at the supercharger since this is a Tesla channel, we might as well talk about it. I'm in Kissimmee, Florida. I'm at the supercharger. I'm trying to charge to 100%, mostly because I really hoped that if power went out or something like that, or I had to get, to the Florida state line, I would have a decent charge, regardless of when this thing kind of makes its way out. But because I'm at the gas station, I'm also seeing things that us EV owners have grown to love, which is people are waiting for gas. They're out of gas. They only have premium left, and by then it doesn't look like, because there's been a lot of people that have gotten out of line. I'll switch my camera around just so you can see it. Not a great view, obviously. A little fog here in the car, but number of people waiting. There's actually a line out on. I don't know what that main drag is out here. Erlo Bronson Highway. Florida people are going to eat me up for that one. Sure, that's not how you say it, but it is, an interesting. It's an interesting spot here because I'm seeing a lot of things that us EV owners have always been told. This is what happens when you have an electric car. You're waiting to charge. What happens when the electricity goes out? I'm seeing what's happening when gas runs out and what happens when they only have premium. And there's, cars out on, this highway waiting to get in to refuel. And, they only have one option. And I don't know if a lot of people are trying to leave or they're just filling their cars up in anticipation for maybe being without power or needing the car. So I'll kind of wrap things up there. We obviously are in a really good spot, I believe. We're staying at a very highly rated resort. We've been told probably the safest place we can be is just to hunker down. But over the next several days, I thought it might be cool just to give you guys, an idea and sense live what I'm kind of going through, which is a lot of anxiety based off of just having this vehicle here and seeing all of the threads and videos and news articles about what happens to a Tesla when it gets a little bit of water on it. That can drive you a little bit of nutty. And because of that, again, the only thing I knew was to jump on here and maybe do a live and see what people thought as they get to consume this video over the next few days. This is a major hurricane. It's a major storm. We are taking it very serious. All the precautions that we can take while we're here. I know the plan is to really hunker down in the next few days. Obviously, we're not going to be doing our normal, vacation scheduled activities, which is fine. That's not a big deal. What matters is that we're safe and we feel like where we're at, the situation we're in, we're fairly safe. But things are very unpredictable. You never know what can happen. But getting the car charged was my number one worry and number one priority. Once that's over, then the worry will become when the storm rolls in, how do I feel about all of the rain? Is it flash flooding? Is my car in a good spot when the water comes in? So I welcome all of the comments, all of the suggestions, any thoughts out there on YouTube that can come in and obviously give me your 2 cents on being a part of these. Hopefully, I have an audience that somebody's out there that's like, yes, I've had my Tesla sit in a parking lot and had water up to the door. I'm hope that I can't imagine that's going to happen. But because I picked a very good spot, a little bit elevated, looks like the water is going to run down. You just don't know. You don't know. But I'll leave it at that. And again, appreciate everybody for continuing to watch, continuing to subscribe, continuing to like the channel enough to jump on the live. I've seen a few people jump on and kind of watch, which is great. But again, be sure to give me your thoughts. This is more about me just kind of getting it out there and, documenting what happens over the next couple of days with an EV. We had no issues driving down, but I'm very concerned about the drive back. And that's a lot about why I'm sitting in a Wawa in Central Florida, just outside of Disney World. So it's going to be a fun one. Stay tuned. I'm excited to continue to record more videos and see how this thing turns out. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks again for joining.